There we are.
Oh,
People can see us and hear us. Let's open up this. Yeah. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the show. We're going to play some Forbidden Lands, continuing where we left off in Pelagia, figuring out what all these strange little symbols mean as you all try and get back the ruby that you gave to the Red Runners. Yeah, it's exciting. Lots of things are going on. But let's get into introductions. Real quick, I want to throw out, sadly, Adam and Jen couldn't make it today. But you should still go check out their stuff. I think Adam's is Grim.
just a quick heads up, our layout is goofed a little bit.
What? It sure is. I'll fix that in a second. You are a Jeff. Jake's right.
I am Dan.
You are Dan.
A downgrade.
There goes my rolls today.
Oh!
Like I said, a downgrade for you.
Anyway, those two are missing. So go check out their stuff, though. Let's see. Dan needs to go right here. I need to go right there. Who's this? This is Jeff. Yeah, that's right. I fixed it.
My one chance for good luck today.
Nope, I ruined it.
Him.
All right, let's do some introductions, and then we'll talk about our recap a little bit, and then we'll get back into it. So, Dan, why don't you lead us off?
Oh no. I'm Dan, playing Steely Dan, our character of undetermined use other than getting punched and reading books.
That's it. That's what you're
That's
good
it. Yeah.
at. And you got a metal foot.
Yeah. Not even good at kicking people. Or maybe I'm better at kicking
You
people.
might be better. Like, you should see if you
Yeah,
can
have
get,
you
try
tried
it.
kicking anyone?
Yeah.
No,
you
I
got the
haven't.
magic climby boots. You
I
just
do.
need to, get a blacksmith.
Walk on a ceiling and drop foot first onto a guy.
Yeah, just like
Right.
jackknife into people.
Yeah, there
just
you
like,
go.
hey.
Absolutely.
That's it.
There we go. I got a new super move.
That. Next up, we got a Jake.
Well, I'm Jake, and I'll be playing an aging goblin arsonist named Osborne, and he has a hog named Bob. That's all. He is also sometimes the hooch goblin who cannot be caught, especially by orcs who are making hooch.
That's true. Very
Mhm.
true. Over on the other side, we've got our friends from the Gaggers. Why don't you start us off, Jeff?
Hey, I'm playing Waits, who is a dwarven minstrel of some age, who is now just absolutely morose and just really cares about death. But I looked at my notes. Recently, just became member of of the Watcher clan, so to speak, because I met dwarven nobility in this place, and now have a purpose amongst the dwarven clans. So yeah, so that's kind of cool.
Oh, Waits of the
Yeah.
Watcher clan.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Then he dies.
Then he dies. That's
And everything.
pretty much it.
That's perfect though. That'd be great
Yeah.
for him.
And then Melissa.
Yes, so I'm Belari the Mistwalker, an aging druid halfling, whose character sheet looks very odd at the moment. But she is decent at cooking, decent at shooting people with arrows, and she or I am intrigued by the rune mysteries.
Very cool. So yeah, let's talk about what happened last session. Anyone want to lead us off?
Well,
There was a
Pelagia.
lot last session.
Yeah. We were learning a language, basically.
We were learning a language. We accidentally ran into, or nearly ran into, the fellow who took the gem from us, from the Red Runners.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Apparently he's looking for us, I think.
Let's
Yeah.
see. Got the walking on stuff shoes. There are some druids who are in charge of Pelagia, and every now and then something called the Gift of the Sea comes out. It washes ashore. It's a quest or a game of who can claim it. They have this relic. It belongs to a dwarven clan called the Watcher clan, which Waits is now in good with. So there might be some getting a neat relic in the future, as well as dealing with the Red Runners.
It seemed that knowing how to interpret their language would be key to solving some sort of puzzle.
Yeah, there's a lot of strange symbols that they use as a sort of hieroglyphs.
Mm-hmm.
I thought
We're trying to get to the bottom of those.
I thought it might be related to the gift of the sea, but maybe I'm misremembering.
Oh, and it's also worth noting that some of those hieroglyphs are posted above a large gate, which is claimed to be a decorative gate.
Yeah.
But that sounds like janky nonsense to the likes of us.
Were they over that gate?
I don't think the runes were over it, but I think you all asked about them.
I think we just asked about them and they told them, yeah, they're just there for looks. Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm. Right.
Well, because this whole language thing is like something that no one is supposed to know and talk about and learn.
Yeah, if we wanted to write off like the next number of years of our characters' lives, I could stay here and learn.
You could
Yeah,
join
we're not
the
on a
druids.
clock for anything.
Yeah,
are we?
not at all. I think that sounds pretty good. Jeff, you have anything else to add?
Yeah, I mean, I got stuff on the dwarves. There's Master Snydra, who seems to be like a scholarly type.
Yeah.
There's Bernal, and then there's like this bodyguard lady who seems to be very protective or suspicious of everybody. They're specifically there because like there's an artifact that's supposed to belong to the Watcher clan, but these elf folk people aren't letting anyone do it. There's like the gift of the sea thing, but like they're not letting the dwarves like kind of participate in it in some way. I have in my notes something called, it says Elf Fella Mergelin. I don't know what the hell that means, but I wrote it. And then there's Sea Tree the Collar or something,
Okay.
which is in the Northern Tower or something like that. So I have some random names down.
Okay. So Mergelin is the elf that you actually talked to outside of the Eye of the Rose.
Okay.
And he's the one who tasked you with fetching the ruby.
The Red Runner guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then you gave him the ruby for safekeeping, and you were going to meet up with them and go hunt some more rubies, but you all just went off on your own and gathered them all up. And this is the last one. So yeah, you were supposed to meet the Red Runners here, and he's probably your contact. And then the Caller, he's kind of the leader of the Druids here.
And then the Cree tree.
Yep, that's Creatree the Caller. Yeah.
And then there's a Keldra too.
Keldra.
That's like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like in like an auditorium or something like that.
Yep.
Has more general info about the area.
Yeah.
So yeah, lots of contacts, lots of people expecting our company, and lots of ways to pass the time in Pelagia.
Okay.
All right.
So why don't we... I don't remember the exact point that we left off on. We can just say everyone kind of reconvenes in the open space there in Pelagia. There's an exchange of information, and then I'll let you all take it from there. So, yeah, Waits has gotten word from the Bernal clan to help us reclaim this artifact, this gift of the sea. But Melissa, Bellari, and was it Steely Dan?
I was with Adam,
Yeah.
I think.
So a couple of you went to the inn and saw that Mergelin was there waiting for all of you, but didn't recognize those who went in. He was probably specifically looking for like Waits, because Waits is the big famous one of the party.
And we had heard that he was looking for Waits, so.
Yeah.
Or one of us did.
Okay. So yeah, what do you all want to do?
Well, if we got some more directions to go to other than talking to this guy, Mergelin,
Yeah.
that might be ideal. I'm
Seems
hesitant.
like Keldra's a good idea, maybe.
Yeah, Keldra. There's They call it the Dwellings of the Druid, this small little village there centered around this auditorium. Yeah, it's below the northern tower. Yeah, it's simple stone houses surrounded by a low wall. When you kind of peek in, you can see some of these druids look like maybe like novices in their guild. Poking around, they got some herbal gardens here and there. And yeah, there's the large building in the center, which someone had pointed out to you as like their auditorium. You want to head on in?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sounds
Let's
good.
go to the auditorium.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, as you head into the auditorium, let me get the right description here. Oh, snap. Dave has shown up. I haven't talked to Dave in forever. How's it going, man? Let's see. That's the temple. Yeah, if you all head into the auditorium, it's this large kind of open area, tiered seating in a circular pattern, leading down to a small central stage area. Think like the Roman like Senate kind of vibe where everyone's looking down at what's happening, or college classroom, something like that. You can see a few people walking around. And then the one thing that really draws your eye is that there's two paintings, two very large paintings, on each side of this auditorium inside. One of them's a painting of like a hunt. You see a bunch of elves setting out with bows and arrows, riding horses. Looks like they're trying to hunt. There we go. And then the other one is a symbol of a battle. You can see that there's two elves on this painting. One of them is very clearly dead, and the other one looks badly wounded. But looking around at the people, you see a kind of middle-aged man. You see a younger woman. And then you see a old woman kind of tottering around, talking to some people here and there. She seems rather cranky, as you can kind of hear her. But that's kind of the setup. What do y'all want to do?
Do we start with the less cranky ones first?
Probably a good idea.
Okay.
Maybe we can kind of overhear what she's pissed off about while we're talking with some of these other people.
Yeah, you certainly can. If you want to do that eavesdrop, someone can just give me a scouting test.
I had the terrible idea, so I don't mind rolling it.
Do you want to push?
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Are you broken?
That's not good at all.
No, I'm fine. But geez.
Okay. So I'll tell you what. You can overhear what they're talking about,
I hurt my brain trying
but
to listen.
you very much. Well, I'm going to say you embarrass yourself more than anything.
That's fair.
As you're trying to eavesdrop, you're not paying attention to these tiered seats, and you stumble and you kind of roll down a couple of them, and you're sprawled out on the floor in the center. It's very entertaining because as you roll down, it's like boom, boom, tink, boom, boom, tink, as your metal foot's hitting the stone. But yeah, these three turn and look at you. Well, two of them turn and look at you. The old woman, she kind of picks her head up, and she's craning her head around, but she's not actually looking. And she asks the other two, "What the hell was that?" And you hear the young woman like, "Oh my, someone fell." Then this young woman runs over to you like, "Are you okay? That was quite a fall. But before we answer that, you did get to hear in a little bit of what they were talking about. Pretty much they're complaining about the caller. They're very much the old woman, like, he's finally lost it with this. I don't see why he's even trying to let that leave our hands. It's too much of a risk. That's, that should belong to us. It's ours. We found it. Yeah. The middle-aged man's like, no, I don't agree with what he's done, but this is the path we're on, so that's what we're going to follow. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Complaining, you can tell about. They're not happy about the situation with the gift of the sea. But yeah, she runs over to you.
Sorry, this foot's kind of hard to get used to.
That's fine. Let's take a look. You can see, that she does have some of those runes on her outfit. As she's like, let me help you up. My name is Cloud's White Flights. What exactly were you doing? I'm gonna
trying to actually get down here to talk to you, but then I kind of tripped.
I see that you kind of tripped. That was kind of a large trip there.
When you got a metal foot.
Oh my. Well, you should really be more careful. Excuse me, stream. You're not going to see anything for a second. Well, I'm glad you're well. What?
Just embarrassed.
I mean, honestly, that's fair. You should be a little bit embarrassed by that. That's quite a tumble. So anyway, if you don't mind, I do need to get back to what I was tending to. Did you need anything?
Oh, I got some more friends with me here. If they can get a minute for them to catch up. We were just kind of going around. We're from outside, obviously.
Okay.
Just trying to go around and talk to some people and see what's going on here. It sounds like there's, a little bit of drama about this gift to the sea thing going on here.
That is a very contested point of discussion among us here, but that's not much that I could really discuss with you, as the rest of you can all join in on the conversation. Jake, you're muted. Or did you break your audio?
Alt?
Oh, there you are.
No, I broke my alt button, apparently.
Oh my gosh.
I was just saying, now I'll go downstairs and join in.
Okay. Oh, hello, little one. We don't get many of your kind around here. As the old lady, smell a goblin. They're a goblin in my auditorium.
Yeah, what of it?
Well, you smell funny and short.
Yeah, well, you're an old bag.
All right, you got me on that one.
Yeah. No, wait, I do not smell funny. Hey, I just had a bath. Me and Bob just had a bath. Together, in fact. There's no way I smell funny.
Well, next time you take a bath, you should try not taking a bath in hog piss, and maybe you'll smell a little bit better. As the young woman's like, grandmother, you stop. That's embarrassing. You'll have to forgive her. She's cantankerous is an understatement. She goes by Keldra the Deserving.
Don't worry, he can take it.
Well, I'm glad that he can take it, but he shouldn't have to. It's quite abusive of her. Keldra, has a little mark on her cloth as well.
It's not one mark.
Just one.
So confusing.
That's the point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a name versus like a
Now, yeah,
descriptor.
I do want to point out that under these two paintings are a series of runes as well. And I'll show you those real quick.
Maybe we can have them describe the paintings to us.
Oh, yeah, if you want to ask.
Since we
White Cloud's Flight would gladly describe those to you. Oh, yeah. This is, and she points to the one to hunt. This depicts the great hunt of our ancestors after we populated the lands with animals, and I'll show you the runes here in a second. And the other one is of a great battle between two of the greater elves in legend, Halgin and Merivin. The painting of the pictures titled The Great Hunt. And this one is called Halgin is Wounded and Merivin is Slain. Give me just a second and I will share those. Let's see. Do show to all. So this is the Great Hunt markings. And then this
Dang.
one is there are those. Yes, we don't have any gifted painters in our order currently, but we did, and these are truly some of their wonderful works.
So I'm caught up looking at all of our symbols real fast.
Yeah, there's a lot of symbols.
They make even less sense.
We know great and small.
See, now I'm more of a technical schematic sort of guy myself, not so much for these artsy paintings such as these.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
to each their own. We are quite proud of these, though. So I mean, I do hope you can enjoy them for what they are.
Oh, absolutely, they're very nice.
Yes. So I'm just going to put this out here. I'm presuming that a group of travelers, such as yourself, that we've never seen before, is you're here for the gift of the sea.
Surprisingly enough, we didn't know about it until we got here.
Oh,
So
really? And the old lady's like, I didn't know we'd have a bunch of liars in our auditorium today.
Well, technically, you've only got one liar in your auditorium today.
Only one liar.
Me, I'm the liar.
Oh, okay. Hunting Lynx. I'm tired of this smelly goblin. Why don't you escort me back to my room? I need to take a nap. Unless you all got something smarter to say, I'm gonna leave. And the middle-aged man hunting lynx, he comes and he's like, you really should be gentler to guests.
say, honestly, if we get the opportunity to learn a bit about the gift of the sea, that might be nice. But you know,
You want to learn
Some
about
way,
the gift
you
of the
know,
sea.
that we might be able to help you out with that problem.
Help us out. The only way you're going to help us out if you get the hell out of here and let us deal with this ourselves. And then Heaven's Whitefire. She's like, Grandmother, White Cloud's Flight. Grandmother, you're being too extreme here. The sea provides, as it always has, and every now and then the sea provides a great gift. And it is customary for us to put it up for others to potentially claim. if it happens to be theirs by right. And if they cannot, then it means that it is ours to keep.
How does one claim a gift that's theirs by right?
Well, you would need to talk to Kurtry about that. But I must warn you, he's not in his right mind, and I don't know how much you'll be able to get from him.
How not in his right mind?
But if you talk to him, you'll find out. He speaks to the winds and the nature, and his conversations are more accustomed to those than to us beings of the earth now.
We are none of those things.
Yeah, more being of fire myself.
Which one? The last one I showed Melissa was the man hunting lynx.
Got it. Thanks.
And I've got the journal entries on the board as well. But yeah, if you proceed up the northern spire, you will find him on the first platform. That is where he dwells. You could speak to him there.
Any other people we should look around for? If we're just kind of interested in the lore of the land here.
I mean, we can all give you information. I mean, what do you want to know?
Just
Anything that could be made into a great song. I don't know if you've heard of Waits here, but he's kind of a big deal when it comes to singing great songs.
Very nice, you Osborne, but you're too kind. Too kind.
Wait, I mean, sadly, grandmother's gone off to bed. If you wait for her to get up from her nap, she knows most of the lore. You could also speak with Heaven's White Fire. Not only does he make our pottery, he also is a traveling merchant, so he's seen many of the lands and traveled to many places far and wide. That might be of help. You could speak with Healing Knife at the end, although he's no longer of our order. He tells a good story, and he hosts many visitors coming and going, so he's got all sorts of stories he could probably share.
okay. Well, that'll probably do for now.
I would suggest that if you're just wanting to take in the surroundings, feel free to visit any of the towers around Pelagia. You can see for miles, take on the view, and see if the winds speak to you as they do with some of us.
Might be worth giving a shot.
Yeah, let's try that northern spire out. See if maybe a not of his right mind man is there.
Yep, let's go see Gertrude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe the wind will whisper our names.
So,
If not, Waits will sing them for us.
there you go.
Find it interesting that we keep hearing about people talking to the wind or the wind talking to them. I wonder if that's like, people just perceiving things, reading something into that which is mundane, or if there might be some more magical undertones, some kind around here that we should be digging into. Maybe curious.
Quite curious.
Well, I mean, the tower's by the infirmary, so the trail to lead up there is, so you can careful in the walk. It is steep, and there are not rails.
I will try to be more careful.
Well, that seems very dangerous.
For those that are not quite well enough, we do have a winch that we can pull people up, but unless you really need it, we would prefer not to. We don't want to put too much wear and tear on it.
think I'll be all right. 1 trip a day. It's already out of the way.
Waits looks kind of horrified. Then he realizes she said winch. You know, oh, we're at that, isn't it? Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So is the guy's name on the tower? I wrote down 2 different names. I wrote down Sea Tree and Cree Tree.
I'll put it in the chat here so you can get the spelling.
And he's like he's the collar, right? That's
He's
the collar guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you can just cut to the chase and go talk to the leader and say, "Give me your damn money" or something like that.
I would prefer if you not. Actually, if you're.
No, I'm just speaking in sort of, jokes. And
Oh,
such.
okay. That's fine. I would say that if you're heading up there, actually, Heaven's White Fire mentioned having some business up there as well. Perhaps you could get him and he could escort you and give you an introduction.
That sounds like a wonderful idea. Thank you very much for that. Yeah. Okay.
We've already done some business.
He's in the pottery. Yeah, if you've already done business there, you've met him.
Okay. That sounds like a good idea.
That's what Adam and I did last time.
Yeah.
Got the mug so we could figure out how they write.
Right.
Cool.
Well.
Yeah.
These paintings, by the way, are just absolutely extraordinary. Extraordinary. Who was the artist of these again?
They were ancient members of our order. She gives a name. But yes, they're quite wonderful. We're quite proud of them.
Oh, exquisite. Just love seeing the arts of all kinds,
Yes, there's something to be proud of. Arts are, our story to the future.
Sure. Yeah, that's exactly why I'm kind of curious about the folklore here, the language, trying to find ways to see. I'm more of a musical fella, so trying to take some of maybe your culture here and kind of transpose it into song. So yeah, we'll see if we can get some more information. It's very hard to with all the different symbology and whatnot being so foreign here, and it's very difficult to digest it all at once.
That's understandable. We have a rich culture here. We've been here for many years, and our order we're the ones that control the winds.
Control the winds.
Yes.
Yeah. And you get gifts of the sea from like the gods or something, right?
We are a chosen bunch.
Yeah, it's pretty fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. Okay, well, I think we're good here, right? We're gonna go speak to Heaven's White Fire and up the tower.
Yes. You have a good day. If you have any other questions, feel free to come, or if you wish to speak with my grandmother, visit in a few hours. She'll be up from her nap.
I'll do that. Yeah. Okay.
Very well.
Laurie will go over to the inn and make sure that we're fully stocked with bread and liquids for our hike.
Yeah, you all can head over. Once again, the 3 small snakes, 3 small black snakes inn. You go in. Who's all going into the inn?
You guys told me that. Actually, I think the dwarves people mentioned Mergelin, that they were looking for me as well. So
Yeah.
I will steer clear of the inn so as to try to keep out of sight of Mergelin for now.
Mergelin, I think, left and he should be back later tonight.
Okay. I'm still going to keep myself scarce just in case Mergelin's got other people that are there or something
Okay.
like that looking. So
Yeah.
I'll keep myself scarce.
I know that I specifically gave him the ruby, so
Oh yeah, you might stick out too. Okay. So if Balari and Osborne want to go in, the barkeep healing knife is happy to provide anything you would need. If you're making the trek up, yeah. Take some. We've got some water here. We've got bread to keep you strong on the hike. It's not that long of a hike, but it's not bad to go prepared.
Thank you. I appreciate that. We'll hopefully be back without incident.
I hope so too. You've already paid up, if I remember correctly, so it'd be a waste if you didn't get to, paid for something you're not going to need.
That is very true. Any tips for first time?
Watch it's very steep, winding. Watch your step. And if you're gonna speak to Creatree, the man's just absolutely bad shit. So good luck.
Good to have a good expectation of what we're in for when we get there.
Yeah.
Do we need anything in particular for Bob? Can he carry a little bit of this for us?
Oh yeah, he can carry quite a bit. He can also use any table scraps, really anything that's edible, but that nobody wants to eat. That'd be nice.
Very well.
Do you have anything like that?
Yeah, we've got, I keep all my scraps in the back. Bob's welcome to them.
Cool. I'll take some, bones and gristle and stuff. That'll be good.
Very well. So you all gather your supplies, meet up with Steely Dan and Waits. Are you going to go talk to Heaven's White Fire, or are you just going to head on up?
Yeah, maybe that's something Dan and I could have done while they were going to the
Yeah, we can say you
inn.
two are going to do that. Yeah. The two of you head over to the pottery. Inside is Heaven's White Fire working on a mug. More customers. Welcome in, welcome in. What can I make for you today?
Yeah, we were actually going up to meet with the caller, and we were told that you might have some business up there. We could.
Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, yeah, I do. I do need to head on up there for something. Do you want to? I'd be happy to escort you.
That's kind of what we were hoping to trouble you with today.
Ah, so you all are out looking for the gift of the sea as well.
Well, I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Well,
it's up there, so yeah. Well,
We're up there.
We're just soaking it all in.
That's fair. Let me clean my hands up, and I'm good to go.
Okay, cool. We got a couple more friends that are coming from the inn. They got some, snacks and water and stuff for our hike.
It's not a bad idea. Yeah. So he goes over to a basin. He cleans up his hands. He heads outside with you all. You all reconvene. I think I recognize one of you. In with
we were here earlier for a mug.
That's right. I'm still working on that. Not quite ready yet.
Well, no rush.
It's only been like an hour, so don't worry about it too much. Hey, question for you: do you also speak to the wind and stuff? I've been hearing that a lot around here.
Only our oldest and wisest are able to do that. Creature, of course, being as old as the rock, some say, he does, but his guidance hasn't quite been as on point here recently, and most of the day-to-day operations of our order fall either to Hunting Leaks, Keldra, or myself.
Sure. Now, I heard, I believe it was wandering around most of the day. I heard that the whole gift of the sea thing is like there's some sort of trial or some kind of like, I don't know, test or whatever. And like whoever gets it, whoever passes it gets the gift of the sea, regardless of origin.
True.
Is that correct?
That is true.
But I also heard that there's folks who don't quite like that, and that they might, kind of upset those rules, those boundaries, and that no matter what, that gift of the sea has to stay within the confines of Pelagia. Is that true?
Well, to be entirely honest with you, I'm the one who found the gift this time, presented by the sea.
No.
It is ours by all rightful claim, and I'm one of those. I don't think we should have given it up. I think it belongs to us by right of the sea and the gods, but Creature follows the old ways a little too strictly sometimes.
Now, you found it, right? And then, but is finding another gift of the sea that trial that you have to get, like whoever it's finders keepers, or is it like there's a secondary element, like you found it and then everybody else kind of competes through something and they get it?
There is a secondary element, and I am not allowed to give you any information on it.
Oh, sure.
If you're interested in it, when we get up to the platform, head through the cave in the back, and it will take you up to where it's at, and you'll see for yourselves what's required of you if you wish to claim it.
I got you.
It all
Just
sounds
curious.
puzzling and interesting.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, you all seem fair enough. When you get up there to where the gift is at, it's one of the temples that creature uses to communicate and control the wind. Your first hint, there will be the table that he uses to place the tiles to control the wind. I'm not going to tell you which rune stands for what, but there will be one up there. Today is a northerly breeze, so the rune on the table will make sense. Take one of the other runes off the wall. The rune for greater. Cat.
Yeah.
And place it in front of that rune.
To take the rune for greater off the wall and place it in front of the rune that's on the table.
Yes.
Okay.
We will.
Do we get the sense that he's like on the up and up, or is he setting us up here?
You can totally roll me a check for this. Let's see, empathy. If you want to give me a manipulation, I think would handle this well, or insight.
I'll do some manipulation. 2 successes.
He's acting a little shifty about something. He really he's trying really hard to mask it, but he seems to have gotten really agitated when you start asking about the gift of the sea and people trying to claim it and how do you go about claiming it. And there's almost a little bit of like devious undertone when he starts telling you about here's the first clue.
Yeah, like I think Waits would be like, wait, so he just said like I'm one of those people who wants to keep it, and then he's giving us instructions. Like, oh no, yeah, I'm like, thumbs not up. Okay, I won't make that known. I won't call him out on it, but Jeff will remember that, or Waits remembers. Will remember this.
There we go.
Waits will remember this.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take all those notes about what to do, and next to it, I'm gonna write or don't.
So yeah. Anyway, he'll escort you all up. It's this winding, narrow path. The further up you go, the colder it gets. The wind, you can really feel it's coming down from the north. It's this very chilly breeze. He makes some small talk here and there, talking about like, oh yeah, there's the southern tower where we keep track of the cycles of the day, and there's the east and the west tower. Those don't come into much play, but Creaturey the Caller, he's up and down these on a fairly regular basis, conversing with the different winds and breezes coming off. But yeah,
while we're walking up.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
While we're walking up, Bellari wants to hold back, and cast Hawk's Eye.
Sure.
And wants to try to get kind of like an advanced scouting of like what is the path ahead.
Okay.
What are we kind of walking into, and just trying to kind of not be surprised by anything ahead.
So around all of these towers up in the sky, there's all sorts of different seabirds and different large birds. They use them as roosting up high, so you can very easily find a bird to shift into. So yeah, when you kind of shift over and you take a look, you can see the overall layout of the area. You can see the 3 towers, the west, the east, and the north. The southern tower, there's not much on there that you'll see, but you do see it looks like a large sundial. The top of it's been just completely turned into the sundial. The North Tower, as you kind of see it, there's the lower platform. And you see an old man and a younger man standing there. The younger man looks a little bit worried, standing a handful of feet back. He's got his robes kind of pulled tight. But the old man's just standing there on the northern face of this lower platform, just arms splayed open, just mutterings and ramblings. You can't really make anything out. Wind's blowing in the hair, his hair, it's all knotted and frizzy. It looks like he's kind of letting go of, day-to-day cleanliness operations. You can also see there's several small caves in the back of this platform where it... There we go.
Because we're so close to unlocking all the mysteries of the universe.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you're zooming around in this bird. You see the old man, you see the young guy, and then you see the stairs going up, and at the top of this tower is like a small like chapel or something like that, like religious looking building. You don't see anyone else up there. Yeah, towards the south, further on down the south tower, at the base of it, it kind of opens up into grazing lands, and you can see, herd of sheep, flock of sheep, whatever they're referred to as. Yeah, that's kind of what you pull from that.
Okay.
Any other questions on it?
Just making sure there aren't any big like boulders or anything like that like in our way.
No,
ahead.
not that you
Like it's
see.
a clear path.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to know also if we get any shenanigans from our quote unquote guide.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in the sea now. Don't worry about him.
Yeah, he's gone.
He'll never bother anyone again. He'll never fib. I will if I can, like hold certain people back as best I can to let Heaven's White Fire go a little bit further and like try to fill them in on like don't trust this guy. I think he's got something up his sleeve. He doesn't care for outsiders and stuff, but yet he tried to give us some advice. Man, it's like he thinks I was born yesterday. Like I could see it. I can read the fibbing right through his stupid face. Gosh darn it! And I push him off the sea.
That's fantastic.
We loot the entire town.
We now own this place.
As you should. Let's take a look. As you get to the top, it's up here. I gotta find the right folder. East. You can see that up above this platform, another thing, you can see that there's a banner flapping around up there with just one symbol on it. And that's what the symbol looks like. A squiggly with a triangle on top. But yeah, after your long march up, you eventually come to the upper platform. You can hear the old man just yelling into the wind. It doesn't make any sense. As you all approach, Heaven's White Fire calls out, Snake's Joy! Brought new friends who wish to speak to our caller. And as Snake's Joy turns around, he's got a marking on his robe as well. He's still kind of holding it tight like he's cold. It is very chilly up here. Good to see you. Good to see you. Don't mind him. He's in his conversations. I'm Snake's Joy. You've come for enlightenment.
Something of the kind. Yeah. Pleasure to meet you. Introduce myself, everybody.
Wait, give me a reputation check here.
Reputation.
We don't ever do this enough.
To the point where I don't remember how to do that.
I would have to look at the character sheet.
What do I got to roll? I mean, I know I have a reputation of 13. I just don't know how
Just
to
roll
roll
13
it.
dice.
Oh, goodness. 13. 3 successes, 3 ones.
Oh, the musician! Oh man, I've heard your music before. Absolutely
Wow.
amazing. Like, you know, I like to
Thank
say
you
I'm a
very much.
connoisseur of good music. Yeah, your old stuff was really good. I really enjoyed it, but I just love kind of the new kind of like grittiness and like power of your new
Sure.
new style. It's absolutely
Age
fantastic.
gives perspective, you know. Yeah, the vibrance of youth is giving way to a kind of a somber reflection on existence and just who we are.
So
You know?
deep. So I mean,
Yeah.
it hits you just right here, sitting back, having a good drink at night, listening to one of your songs play in the inn. Just
No, it's wonderful.
it speaks to the soul in ways that I didn't think was possible. It's absolutely amazing.
Perhaps things work out. Maybe you get to see him live one of these nights
Oh.
here.
Sure.
Oh
Of
wow!
course. Gladly do so. Also, I mean, I'll just let the cat out of the bag. One of the reasons we're here is I'm researching a new ditty. Is what's going
wow.
on. Yeah, I've heard such wonderful things about Pelagia, about its culture, its history, the winds.
Oh
its,
yeah!
You know, the gift of the sea. There's just absolutely so much to go on here, and you could say we're doing some research, trying to get as much as we can, some info
As
about.
the words "gift of the sea" come out of your mouth,
Mhm.
Creatree the Caller stops his chanting altogether. Let's get my location information. It's Purge, there it is. I had all of this open before, but then my computer fucking crashed.
Had an oopsie.
It had an oopsie.
He turns around, he stops, tries to talk. I'm like, "Excuse me, sir, we're having a conversation. Shut your mouth.
Shut your pile.
Don't make me go over there and push you over the edge.
I will throw you over the edge of this. I don't care. I'm that dark."
Where the heck did it go?
You look back to Snake's Joy like, you like that?
Yeah. That's legit right there. That's what we call street cred in my business.
Genuine weights.
There it is.
Yeah, it's my new homicidal phase.
The death metal
I
phase,
love it.
yeah.
It's death metal, exactly. Oh goodness.
Yeah, so Creatree the Caller spins around and yells out at you. The answer you seek is the sword kills a white cat.
Sword kills the white cat. That's wonderful. I was gonna say answer is blowing in the wind or something, but no, this is. I mean, the sword kills the white cat. That's fascinating. That's absolutely fascinating. I'll turn to the guy we've been talking to, and be like, "What in the hell is he talking about?"
He's mad. Don't pay him any attention. Yes, so he speaks to Snake's Joy. They've come up here inquiring about the gift of the sea that your master Creatree so decided to put up to offer to everyone except for us. And Snake's Joy looks a little almost shamed by this. He's like, well, if you're looking for that, proceed through the cave in the back, and you'll find your way up there.
Sure. Well, I mean, Heaven's Wildfire. I mean, you were talking about wanting to take one of them tiles off the wall and like put it in front, like something that said great or big. So like, yeah, he was telling us down there that like what we should do if we come up here is we should take the thing on the wall that says like big or great or whatever, and we should place it down in front of whatever's on the table. So like, I mean, you guys are so friendly, just giving us all this info and giving us this advice. We just absolutely, just absolute pleasure.
He snakes
pleasure.
Joy's just like, what? Do not mess with the collar's table. It controls the sea and the storms. If you do, Heaven's white fire, why would you tell them that? It would... Don't do that. It'll call a storm and it's liable to blow you all off the tower.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
The Heaven's white fire is like, well, I think my pottery's calling. I'm going to leave now.
My pottery is calling.
Pottery is calling.
Worst excuse ever.
I don't hear your pottery whispering in the wind there, Whitefire.
So I push him off the tower. No. Okay.
White, he pretty much just turns and walks away, and Snake's Joy's just like, he is very displeased with what my masters decided to do. I apologize for that. He should not have even spoken to you of this, let alone set you up for such a dangerous act.
He gave us a little bit of the... Dan and I spoke with him. We didn't get a particularly good vibe from him.
No.
Things have been... tensions have been high since the Gift of the Sea came out.
It seems like that's the case. We've heard a few people.
Yeah.
Satisfied.
Yeah,
Can you tell us what the gift is? That seems so...
We have been forbidden from sharing any other information. The only thing I can tell you is if you want to know more, you need to head up. I cannot share anything with you.
Okay.
You mind if Bob stays out and eats some grass with your sheep?
So the sheep were on the southern tower.
Hmm.
So that would be down and then clear across, back up.
I'll just leave him
outside
the tower then.
Yeah, it's your hog will be fine here. No harm will come to him as long as he doesn't wander off an edge. If he roots around enough, maybe he'll find some nests of birds that have nested a little too low, and he'll have himself a nice midday meal of eggs.
Yeah, good for him.
Very well. Anything else I can assist you with? I see just Heaven's white fire. Please don't judge him on this. He's a good man and he knows our order well, but he's very angry that there's even the aspect that we might lose the Gift of the Sea. And when that dwarven nobility showed up asking about it, mentioning that it was his family's heirloom and right, tensions have been high, and Heaven's white fire is between trying to steer people wrong on retrieving the gift and his constant arguing with that new elf who arrived at the end about a month back. Margaline, I don't know if you've met him yet. But
what's their story?
They have some private dealing that Margaline is quite infuriated about.
Between Whitefire and Margaline, or?
Yes, between Heaven's white fire and Margaline. I know not of what it is, but we've all heard their arguments.
Well, we do kind of like to see about solving people's problems where we can.
Oh.
Jealousy is certainly an ugly motivator at times.
Absolutely can be. Yes.
Makes for a hell of a show, though.
Dude.
Maybe we can see what they're arguing about sometime, just grab a snack and egg them on, maybe. Who knows?
Creature the Collar gets done speaking to his winds. Goes up to Snake's Joy. I'm ready to head to the eastern tower. And he looks back at Waits. The large knife kills White Cat. and then he starts heading across the rickety rope bridge between the north tower and the east tower.
Okay. I mean, I suspect that that's. We know two of
Yeah.
the symbols that may mean, but not the other two.
Did we
It's
talk to
large
somebody
knife
with the
and
name of
sword.
knife?
You
Not knife.
heard the name Healing Knife, and some of you have even talked to Healing Knife, but he didn't have any of those
Yeah.
symbols on him.
Because he's not
Yeah.
part of the order anymore.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, I know. I know we talked to him, but we didn't get an indicator.
Yeah.
And we haven't heard of anything cat.
What about the infirmary? Was there a specific name for the infirmary? Because it has markings on the.
It was just, they just referred to it as infirmary.
Okay.
And it had the two symbols like the narrow triangle pointing towards the
Yeah.
right.
Which we know means wounded because it was also one of the symbols in the name of one of the paintings.
Okay.
Yeah, there was the painting.
Because the painting was called Someone is Wounded and
Someone else is slain.
Yeah.
I couldn't see all of the symbols on that one.
There's
Well,
a
actually,
little
no. That
symbol
one's got the
on
arrow going a different way, doesn't it? Yeah, that one. The painting's got the arrow going to the left, and the infirmary has the arrow going to the right. So left might be wounded, right might be healed. It's the
Oh.
same. It's the same size triangle. They're just pointing different directions.
Could be.
Can you guys see the rune that's all the way to the right?
It's
In the
This
bottom right corner, there's a little diagonal arrow thing. You can use that to resize.
there's also a little scroll bar down there.
Oh, there it is. Okay, so that's slain then. So then we do know what killed is.
So one might be wounded, and the other one might be slain.
And then, so if it's facing left, it's bad. If it's facing right, it's better
Right, it's
because
good,
the triangle
yeah.
facing right is healed.
That's what's on the infirmary.
Something like that. Healing.
Got it.
Yeah. And then, like in the painting of the two people, like those crazy looking ones, I think are just names, right?
Names.
Because
Yeah.
wasn't their names like proper names?
Yeah. Also, when Creaturey the Caller turned around, he had a marking on his, and it was this.
I'm slowly running out of space in my screen to have all these open.
Yeah.
I understand why some of these don't show for me. It's so weird.
Yeah, I don't. Foundry's.
Oh, when I expand, it shows. Okay.
Okay.
So he's got like a moon thing with like, I don't know, a
Got it.
fork.
He's got a
Like a fork.
So one thing I think can narrow something down for us is if we do go look at his table and see what tiles on it, because I think it looks like the symbols on the gate, the little squiggles with the arrows, are probably just north, south, east, west.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, the only thing I would be nervous about is if like just going in like is like it's like the pointed overturn, like that triggers it and we only get one shot at it or something like that.
Only one way to find out.
Yeah, and my only other thought was that lynx might be a type of cat, and so maybe since we know the symbol for lynx, we might know the symbol for cat, unless the language is specific.
Yeah. Well, the symbol for lynx looks very much like a cat, like a
With a little
triangular cat with a tail pointing up. So,
We may
So we-
actually know.
and then we don't know
Knife.
knife though, right? That's the one we don't know.
But if it's a situation where we see all the symbols, we might be able to eliminate down to one.
Yeah, because we know large kills white and then possibly cat. So yeah, it
Mhm.
could be like the only one left if it's like a putting it in order thing. And then
So,
the question would be, would it be right to left or left to right? Because names seem to be left to right, but buildings are right to left.
We'll find
don't-
out when we get there.
I don't know if buildings are right to left because the inn is left
It's
to
left
right.
to right.
Right. And
I don't say
Most of
anything
the-
right to left, actually.
the only two that are
Oh,
the
it was
other
the
way.
pottery guy that told us it was right to left.
That
and we
son
just
of a
figured
bitch.
out that he's a
He-
liar.
That son of a bitch.
Oh.
Yeah.
I should have thrown him off the damn tower.
Yeah, let's go
Yeah.
take him up on the tower and draw him.
Oh, so we
Spending all this
were
energy trying to figure out, like,
Yeah.
why is it not what he said it was? And it's like,
because
oh,
Okay.
he-
Oh, 'cause yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we read everything we should be reading left to right.
Okay. Do you all want to head up?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So yeah, you work your way through the stairs, snaking through this tunnel in a cave, and eventually it takes you up to the very top of this plateau. And yeah, you see this chapel with the banner flying off of it. When the banner was the squiggle with the triangle on top. And you head inside, and there's kind of two things going on in here. There's a table laid out with the singular rune on it. That's the squiggle with the triangle on the top, like you saw on the banner.
Okay.
Hanging on the walls are all sorts of other tiles, but you see the back of this has almost been set up like a giant, like almost vault door.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 5 pegs hanging on it empty. So I'm going to hop us over to this. Figure this so you all can come back to it freely.
Okay.
And so you see on the vault door, these black spots are pretty much where those hook to hang the tiles are.
So, just going off of this, we think this is probably cat here.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like cat.
Kills, maybe.
Mhm.
Yes. So this is large.
And it seems like, what is it? I think white. Is this one?
Yeah,
That's
what
black.
the.
That's black.
Oh yeah, it is. So it would be the opposite.
Oh, sorry, opposite. You're right.
Over
The
here.
bottom left corner.
White. Sorry.
So these are all set up as tiles. So if you just want to click on a tile and tell me where to move it, I can do that for you.
So what was it we decided was the great
So-
knife?
Just want to double
That's-
check, like big and white. What was the name of the inn again?
Three small,
Three small.
black.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, so small was mouth open to the left.
Yeah,
So
with the
great.
small
Yes.
end coming
Okay.
down to it. So like,
Yeah, so this is large.
And
do
then
that one first.
And black is the C, so it's a backwards C then for white.
Yes.
Okay, good. Just double check.
So what was our phrase again?
The large knife kills white cat. I'm
So-
guessing Chuck
This-
read it again because it was. I think he said sword first, so I think it might be large knife instead. And there's 5 spots.
Yeah,
Is that right?
Actually, in the book, they reference it 2 different ways.
Oh shit!
Oh,
So
fun.
it's a typo in the book. But yeah, large knife
knife
kills
kills
white
white
cat
cat.
is what it's
Those 5
supposed to be.
words. Yeah.
Okay, so large is
Putting that on the first one.
that one. Everybody's agreement? That's large?
Yeah, I think so.
Sorry, I'm
Large.
on the other thing.
I'm guessing this is probably knife.
Where are we at?
Sorry, I gotta
Top center.
hang on.
think
I'm,
that-
gonna-
Yeah.
I got,
Looks very
I'm
nice.
loading back up. Hang on.
Okay.
Which one did you say was knife?
It's like a one with the straight and little squiggles through it. You know, it looks like maybe like a cross guard or something. If it's like a sword or a dagger or something.
Hmm.
Do we know? Did the hunting thing? What was that? The name of the
The
Picks
Great
in the-
Hunt.
The hunt had
Yeah,
This-
that's. Yeah, hunt and flight are opposites.
yeah. I
So
think
flight
this one
is
could be
pointing
knife
to
too,
the
over
left.
here, whatever this is, bottom right.
I thought about that. I wonder if that's like arrow or something. Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. But like, those 2 things were
Hunt
like
and
flight
flight.
and
Hunt and
hunt.
flight.
So that felt like those were like more arrow thingy.
Huh. Knife.
So it sounds like you've all seen every reference except for whatever knife might be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
like we can fill in everything but the second one.
My only thing with this one is that it looks more like wind stuff with like the curly Q thing, and like there's no real
And it looks
blade.
similar to Cloud
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, it's
because
kind of
Cloud
got that.
has that swirl and that one has
Does
the
it?
swirl.
Hmm.
So it could be like lightning or thunder, maybe.
Mhm.
That's
And
possible.
I think do you all have the writing tool on this? No. How do you
we
activate
don't.
a writing tool on a scene?
I am not sure.
I don't know how to do that.
I mean, between those two, I think this one looks more like something you stab with than
Yeah.
this.
Okay, yeah, I
that
can
could
see
be.
that.
So which one do you want? Do you put it this one in the second, the arrow down in the second spot?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Okay.
And we have the kills thing. That's the double arrow one, right?
Right. So far, I don't know if it needs to be to the left or to the right of it.
To
Since
the left. Left is bad, right
Left
is good.
is bad.
Because the arrow pointing right is on the infirmary.
I just meant positionally, but yeah, if it's
Yeah.
in exact order as written, then yeah, it should be kills and then white at the bottom
Mhm.
left,
White's bottom
Yep.
left, yeah.
and then
And we know the cat one.
cat.
Oh boy.
As you hang the last tile, this giant vault door slides open.
Oh boy.
Hey,
That's a good thing, right? That's a good thing.
Mhm. Yeah.
Hopefully.
Revealing. Let's see. Another door behind it. This one's a little bit different. As you look in this room, I've forgotten how to read. Oh my gosh. Where the hell is play? Oh, I've got it open. That's why I can't find it. The second one, you look inside. There are 12 stone circles, and I'll show this here in a second, painted in 4 colors: blue, red, green, and yellow, with 3 circles in each color. In each circle, there's a slit in which looks like a knife or a sword could be inserted. Yeah, I'll just show it to you. And hanging on the wall next to this. Oops. You see 3 daggers and 3 swords.
3 knife wounds.
Yeah, so it looks like our wound. 3 knife wounds. Okay. Are those tiles are those like the ones that we can remove and like move around?
Those tiles are affixed to it.
Oh. Okay. I was gonna say maybe we put them in like coin slots or something.
And you said on the wall there's daggers?
On the wall on the left side are 3 daggers, on the right side are 3 swords.
And they can go into any of these slots?
Yeah, looks like they'd fit into any of them.
I don't have anywhere to start with my guesses.
Just a
Well, it's
dumb one
colors.
is, wounds I kind of associated with the color red. I mean, maybe we put 3
like
daggers
blood.
and 3 red
Yeah.
circles.
Is that what you want to
Yeah.
do?
Sure.
I got nothing better.
You take the 3 daggers and you plunge them into the red circles. The door slides open.
Nice.
Okay, then.
Dan, look at this guy.
see, this is why we keep the book smart guy around.
It's true. Well, yep.
Leading you to the last wall.
Oh God.
In plain common, above these things are the words "Huge sun chases little new moon."
Okay, well,
Oh, that sucks. Well, we know huge
We've got huge.
and little, because it would be the inverse.
I guess it's gotta be something with these symbols here then.
Yeah, but we don't know which is sun and which is moon.
We don't
And
know
then
which one
new
is
moons.
chases.
And then it said new moon
We don't-
specifically.
No new.
Well, do we think how many spots are there to maneuver around, Chuck?
5.
Oh.
So huge sun chases little new moon is 6. So could
So new moon might just be
the
a
new
singular
moon.
thing.
Yeah.
We know chase because chase is hunt, and hunt is
Yeah. Where was Hunt?
that one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. So this would go in the middle.
That one in the middle.
Yeah, hunt is to the right.
And little, we know that one.
Hang on,
Where were you?
Up top, center.
Here.
So where do you want that?
To
After
the
the
right of
chase.
hunt.
Yeah.
Right there.
So I have a dumb theory. Another dumb theory for us. Since they seem to like just opposite symbols that are similar, like white and black are the same, but they're
Mhm,
just pointing
mhm.
different directions. I wonder if it's like sun and moon are the same symbol, pointing different directions. And taking my crazy theory a step further, if this is black, then maybe this is night, moon.
Well, the one thing I was thinking, I think Jake was on the sort of same page, is like new moon is like a specific kind of moon because there's like the moon cycle.
Yeah, that's true.
I have no idea what sun
Which
is.
is new moon.
I think new moon's the one on the left, like of the
Like
Like
earth
that looks like
thingy.
a C.
Like the waxing and waning moon kind of thing.
Yeah.
New
Maybe.
moon. If it's real life, I think this is new moon.
You want to try it?
Well, waxing is
When
waxing
it's-
is a C, I think, right?
I
No,
think-
I think it depends on whether it's like crescent or there's like a secondary thing. I don't know shit about astronomy.
Like-
Who am I trying to say?
Like
Same
when
boat.
a new moon is going to be, if you're looking at it, the moon is on the right.
Yeah, the moon's on the right, so the empty spot is on the left.
Right. So maybe this
So
one.
That one, yeah.
So that one?
So then
Yeah.
does the slice represent the moon or does it represent like the missing part?
It's what we can see of the moon.
That'd be my take, but
Okay.
I mean, it's just a guess, though.
Yeah.
So, if we're going with this is just new and old moon, maybe perhaps this is sun.
I was looking at that one too.
Yeah, it's circular, yeah.
Because that one's cloud. So
Yeah, we know what cloud is, yeah.
we know that that is sort of sky related.
Okay. So you want to
Um,
put this
Do
one
we
somewhere?
assume this one is just and?
That's what I'm thinking.
Which one?
The lower right one. Because it was the painting of like the named person is wounded and the other named person is slain.
Yeah.
And then there was that symbol in the middle.
I was thinking and.
That's like the only conjunction that's got a word. Everything else is like
Yeah.
nouns and adjectives.
Which I thought was weird, but I don't know what else it would be.
Um,
I'm just
where's
trying to make sure we know the rest of them.
What's the what was the name of the painting again?
Someone is slain.
I'm probably saying it, but like Holgan is
to
wounded
mute
and
that.
Mervyn is slain.
Yep, that's great. That's correct.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe that is just and. I don't know.
Hunt.
We know that these bottom four, like from here to here, are probably just names. I think this
Yeah.
is gate up here.
Sorry, I switched. Back.
Is that gate or rope?
It was over the gate
It's over the gate. Okay.
or by the gate.
Which one did you say again? I'm sorry. Do it again.
The top right one, I think, is related
Those are
to
the
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 gate.
temple gate markings.
That's
whereas-
Snake. Yeah, the one upper right. Oh, sorry. I didn't. Sorry, I didn't scroll off far enough.
That's okay.
Yeah, because the temple gate is that,
Hmm.
and that.
So
And
really,
then, like the
it's
4 directional symbols.
like these 3 through here and this one above it. We don't have much of an idea on.
Mm-mm.
Do we know what like this is, or
We know
Joy.
that's joy.
okay? What about these two? Like the one that almost looks like someone carrying a sword, and then like the cross.
That's why I was saying I'm not sure on those.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if there's no penalty for getting it wrong, I'd be tempted to try these two. Just sun and moon, maybe.
Yeah. Short
You
of
wanna try it?
actually Googling New
Yeah.
Moon, which I have not done. I am not cheating, but I feel
Okay.
like I need
Since
to
it's
say
not
that
a
out
board
loud.
It's not a board game.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'd be tempted to throw sun and then moon.
Jake, what do you think?
I would agree with that.
So that
Yeah,
one
I'm fine
there.
with trying that too. Yeah.
That one there.
And this is when the thing comes down on us and we die.
Somebody
As
else.
you hang those 2 last tiles, absolutely nothing happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, replace the swirly with the other moon.
I would switch the 2 moons first.
Yeah, I was gonna say try to switch the 2 moons maybe.
So take that one out, put this one in.
Yep.
Mhm.
Nothing
we know them-
happens.
that's- Okay. So then
Yeah.
the other one's wrong. So what do we think, sun?
The other one?
Do we try the other moon again, or
Yeah. Like Jay said, yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the sea's facing him.
Nothing happens.
Damn it.
Switch the moons.
I don't really want to sit here and brute force it, but at the same time,
That's what we're
I feel like-
doing. basically.
I feel like
Yeah.
we're so close.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Oh,
All right.
damn.
One of these other ones has got to be sun, right?
Yeah.
All right. We know it's none of the ones on the top level, right? Like,
What about that one on the complete far right over there, in the middle, above Dagger?
that one?
That's joy.
Yeah.
That's joy. yeah.
Okay, Joy.
That's
Yeah, there was
Snake's joy.
Snake's Joy, yeah.
And we don't know with this one, which I think is probably like this. I don't know. That one was one of the ones I thought like might be sword because it almost looks like someone's holding a sword. And then there's the cross. Like these things all were like, I don't know, something to do with the wind.
Yeah.
Those are tied to like the pottery and then rain and soil.
Yeah, like elements
So
and things.
dirt, yeah.
And cool and fire.
And then we know the name. Those are just people's names, so that can't be it.
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe huge sun is big fire?
Do we have a fire? Do we have anything for
We-
fire?
Heaven's
Fire.
Word Fire.
Fire is this
fire
one.
is this one.
No, that's
Fire should be this down here, I think.
Yeah, I think
That's heaven. This is soil, and this is heaven.
Also, earth and heaven.
Unless I was reading it backwards because we thought it was backwards.
I think that might be it because I think it's like heaven's white fire. So fire, I think, should be the triangles.
So yeah, I'm gonna show this. This is the reference for Heaven's White Fire.
And now we know that's right because I was believing
And then
Mr. Liar.
also you had the name Rain and Soil.
Everything that I knew was wrong.
That guy.
So that's rain and soil.
Yeah.
So
The
rain and
goes
fire.
to the left, and fire goes to the right. And then that's soil. And the other one is
Heaven, then, I guess.
heaven's wait, heaven.
Heaven and earth, sort of, I guess.
Yeah, it's a different symbol. So heaven and earth.
And if you're not sure, you can always head back to the town and explore more, see if
Yeah.
you
I've
just
got
missed something.
I got maybe one more dumb guess because if it's cloudy, this is cloudy, then maybe the one absent that is sunny.
You wanna try it?
I had the same thought
Mm,
actually, since it's paired.
Yeah.
does make sense, yeah.
You put that tile on, and nothing happens.
Dang it.
All right, replace the moons.
Yeah, switch the moons out and see what happens.
Nothing happens.
Dang it.
Damn.
All right.
Huge. Hell, have we tried what Jake said? Trying to do something else for Sun?
Yeah,
Yeah.
huge sun, maybe just big fire.
Yeah, we haven't done the fire yet.
It's kind of weird though. Like there'd be an actual moon tile that looks
not
like
a sun
moon,
tile.
and then the sun tile is more like abstracted.
Yeah.
But I
It's
don't have
true.
a better guess. So
You put the fire there,
Yeah.
nothing happens.
All right. Do we go try to meet some more people?
Yeah.
Oh,
So close. Are you leaving those tiles up?
Oh, hell no.
Okay.
In fact, wait, are those tiles completely removable?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
Oh, yeah. then let's take the chases one.
Okay.
So you
I'll
play
put
dirty.
the rest of these back,
Absolutely.
and I'll say that you take the chases one off the board. Okay, so if we go back to the Pelagia map,
Figure we'll probably undo everything we did if possible.
I wonder if
oh, do you want to take?
oh
them?
yeah.
Yeah.
I
okay.
I think we should undo everything. We should
Yeah.
have anything.
Okay.
I
So-
I almost wonder now if that one name, if the names have meaning, because we were dismissing the proper names.
Yeah,
Mm,
but it's not
I-
like the names were like dances with wolves or something where they had like those that type of construction. They were like just Jeff,
Yeah.
Melissa, Dan, etc. So I don't know how we would derive that unless we learn about those people specifically as like, oh, they're a warrior of the sun, something like that.
Did we try heaven?
Have we
I think
explored
so.
the whole? Have we even explored the whole town? There could be other markings that we're
So-
missing.
we haven't.
Pretty much what you're missing in town. You haven't been to the little fishing village, and you haven't visited the other 3 towers.
Yeah. Maybe the other 3 towers will have some information for us.
Now, Balari, when you did your Eye of the Hawk thing,
Mhm.
the east and west towers were pretty bare up there. They did have the little flags waving above them, and the south tower was a little lower, had the slope going up to it with the grazing area for their sheep off to the side, and on the top of it looked like a sundial kind of thing.
Maybe I was thinking
Oh,
about
yeah,
that. Maybe we
yeah.
go check that
So,
out.
Yeah.
And so we do
Sundial.
have confirmation of the north, south, east, and west with the flags, right?
Yes,
That it's the squiggle with the up, down, left, and right.
that I think Jake pointed that out, and I'll say yeah, that's correct. Okay.
Well, yeah. If it's a sundial, there might be etchings on that. So
Maybe it'll suggest both of the things we're missing.
right.
Okay. So if you all head back down, Creatree and Snake's Joy are gone. As Creatree said, he was going to the eastern tower. You make your way across, and eventually you walk the far way around to get to kind of the slope going up to the southern tower. As you're coming up, you come across the gate for the pasture. And the gate has these tiles marked on it.
Okay.
Go ahead and drop that in.
Yeah, it's like door and pass through or something.
Yeah.
Entrance,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
And let me drop that on there. Sign the gate. There it is. As you make your way up to the top, you see the banner on top of this that looks as you expected. The squiggle with the down triangle.
Mm-hmm.
Get that dropped on the map for you.
Gosh, we're so close.
I know. I feel like we had the moon ray. I think it's just the sun. Like,
Yeah.
And when you get to the top of the southern tower,
this were me in real life, I would just sit there and just.
Yeah.
Oh
exactly.
yeah, right.
That
Yeah,
one.
there's no consequence for sure.
There's only so many tiles.
That's not very entertaining.
No.
You see the large sundial etched onto the floor, and it has 2 tiles setting on it.
It labels it as a sundial.
Okay, there you go. The cross is the sun.
Okay, and I was wondering about that. Dang it.
Okay.
How do we know
So
that's
what
the
time
sun?
of day is the sundial at all accurate to our current time of day
Yeah.
per se? Okay. So what time of day would it be right now? Is it morning or
Well, late morning.
late morning? Okay.
We'll say the sundial is... Actually, we'll go afternoon. That way the sundial is accurate on as the shadow I put on there.
I don't know how to read a sundial.
So, well, it's telling time,
Yeah.
and it's afternoon.
And it goes left to right.
Hmm.
Or is it the other way? No.
Sun sets in the west, so
Oh, I have
Yeah.
those tiles backwards. Do I?
Just like heaven's white
No, I
fire.
have the-
Quick, throw Chuck off the cliff too.
Yeah, that's my bad. I have those 2 tiles on there backwards. Those 2 tiles need to be swapped.
Okay.
So, as we stand here and watch this, is the shadow moving towards the left or towards the right? I'm assuming towards the left.
So we're going to say it's still in the morning. So the sun would rise in the east and it would start. I can't click on that since it's not a thing. But it would point towards what you're looking at as the right. So like where that moon tile is would be like where the sun rises. I have the tiles backwards. So that's all on me. And the sun would track as it rises in the east. The shadow would be on the right side, and then it would slowly move to the left as the day progresses. And probably, if those 2 tiles were in the right spot, it would set on the left side. Right? Does that make sense?
No, but
It makes
for
no sense
me,
to me
I'm
at all,
pretty
but
confident
that's
that
me.
cross
You've
is the
got
sun.
the
The cross is the
information
sun. I don't think the other one is the sun. I think the other one's the moon.
Okay.
And I think,
Okay.
imagistically, it makes sense.
I'm taking us back. That's what I get for I won't prep it. I'll do all this prep days in advance, and this morning I woke up like, fuck, I need a
Whoops. I always use that sunrises thing in like some of my like rhetoric classes for like fallacies. Like some say to illustrate like how like a false compromise. Like some say the sun rises in the east. Some say it rises in the west. The truth is probably somewhere in the middle. And it's just like no, it rises in the east. So
Yeah.
like don't compromise when you know someone is wrong.
Yeah.
It's fun.
when the sun rises in the middle, that's when you got a huge problem.
Now you're screwed. That's not the sun. That's an elder god. Like
Yeah.
That's actually just death coming for you.
Okay, so what are we doing?
All right.
I'm
We're
putting
puzzling some
the
more.
Hujima, what's it? The hunts back on the board.
And then the crosses goes into where the sun is.
So you're saying the cross goes there.
Huge
Yeah.
sun chases. Where was it? Little moon. Where are you?
There, there's little. And which moon tile do you want?
pointing.
The one curving out away from everything.
This one.
Now the other one.
Yeah, I thought this one.
This
Right.
one.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that's one.
Because that would be a new moon.
Right.
In theory.
In theory.
As you place those tiles, the
You all
door
explode.
slides open.
Woohoo.
Hooray! I think.
And inside, you see a low altar, stone altar, and setting on top of it is a warhammer, very clearly of dwarven make.
And there's the only dwarf here. Feels like something I should go ahead and grab.
Yeah,
Right.
but aren't you gonna have to like, turn this over to your new family?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah, but he's a part of that family, so you know.
Right. So it's
It's all good.
family heirloom.
Are there anything interesting said upon that warhammer?
It's covered in. Let me find it real quick.
No rubies or anything?
No, there's no rubies.
Does this warhammer seem noteworthy enough that there might be stories about it?
Sure, if you want to give a lore check.
Do
And Waits, if you want to as well, seeing as you're of the Dwarven persuasion.
Oh yeah. Lore, you said?
Lore.
Right.
So
I
and I'll
forgot
just
that.
combine all your successes.
forgot that I got such
I'll push.
Okay.
a dangerous situation here.
No.
I'll take my chances. Oh,
Oh,
sorry,
did
I
the
think I
damage
pushed
one.
your lore button again. Where
Oh,
did my
Yeah,
lore
you
button go?
you just killed me. Thanks, man.
They
take
blew
those
your
back,
mind.
and Dan, if you want to click your lore button.
No.
Yeah, it just scrolled up on me all of a sudden. I was like,
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
wait. Now I gotta find where mine went.
I got it. I'll
There it
click. I got it. Okay.
Whew! I got to one more.
This
My poor brand, though.
is the legendary hammer, Skarn's Bane.
Ooh.
Legends tell of how Skarn, the ancient mother of dragons, ruled in Ravenland, and when the dwarves arrived in an age long forgotten, that her armor was impregnable obsidian that she herself had melted around her body. But Ormond, the commander of the dwarves, prayed to the god Huge, who sent him a hammer, the blows of which could crush anything. With it, Ormond slew the she-dragon, and the dwarves then chased the serpent's offspring up into the mountains, from whence they still plague the land. Ormond named the hammer Skarn's Bane, and that's Ormond of the Watcher clan.
Okay, so this seems legit.
So it's my family's heirloom.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how they knew, but they sure seem to have rightful claim to it.
That's a fair point, but I imagine they've got some lore masters and such within the family. You know,
I
a couple
know, but
college age folks, maybe people
As-
who went to school and everything.
as tight-lipped as they were about what was stored here, I mean, how did they figure out that it was the hammer?
That's
Talk
a
to
fair
them and
point.
find out.
That's a fair point.
Maybe we hide the hammer until we talk to him.
I don't know. Perhaps we can.
Now I got an idea. We dig a hole, and we dig a tunnel inside that hole, and we have Bob.
The
As-
classic crap hole.
You're all taking in the awe of the hammer, having a good laugh over, such a fantastic find and a piece of lore. Heaven's white fire steps into the room behind you. So you found it.
Found my family's heirloom. Yes, I have.
I paid good
Wait.
money for that hammer. I don't intend to see it leave.
Oh,
Paid good money.
I don't think that's how that works. I don't think
I'll
this
trade you.
what do you have to trade?
is. And why would
Odds.
we trust you?
He pulls out of his pocket and holds it up. A ruby.
Okay, we've seen rubies before,
Dan, you would recognize this ruby.
Man, I'm trying to play it down here.
I know this is why you're here. Mergelin told me that someone would be coming who helped him find this ruby and was looking for the others.
What makes you think that we want that?
Why wouldn't you?
I mean, we gave it to him already.
And he gave it for... Hang on a sec.
That's
I
right,
didn't
get
even
him,
mute
Eddie.
it. Yeah. He's like that. What was your question? I lost my train of thought.
Oh, we already gave it to him. What makes you think we came to take it back?
I have no idea. I've heard of a group of travelers going around the country, or going around the lands, gathering the rest of the rubies. And Merglin said that he was here with this ruby, waiting to meet up with a group of travelers led by a singer to go gather the rest. He made the mistake of asking me to keep this safe, and I told him that in exchange to get the ruby back, he would have to get someone to find me the hammer. And here you are.
Wow, so it sounds like you're just full of trash.
I mean, yeah, he's right. Yeah, he is the book smart guy. You're pretty much full of trash, guaranteed.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Afraid?
Well, what it just for my own curiosity's sake, what'll you do if we say no?
Or what do you do if we say yes? What's your intent? with
Well,
it?
yeah, hey, yeah.
You say yes, I give you the ruby, you give me the hammer. You leave town happy with your ruby, and I have the hammer to do what I need to do. If you say
What is it
no,
you need to do?
clear the Ravenlands.
Of what?
Dragons.
Everyone who's not an elf.
Boy, that
Oh.
seems like a problem for my friends here.
Well, you better get them out quick then, shouldn't you?
So how big is he? I mean, we clearly outnumber him.
Oh yeah, he's average-sized elf. If you get the idea, if you bum rushed him, he wouldn't put up too much of a fight.
I
But
have a feeling it's
if
not
you
that
don't
cut and
trade,
dry.
I've got friends, and they will hunt you to the ends of the earth to make that hammer.
Told them about us and everything, giving them like proper descriptions and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. And you are just one Machiavellian son of a bitch. I want to start singing like a dwarven dirge of some kind.
Sure.
With like kind of like from like The Hobbit, that kind of sort of sad but slowly building like to a crescendo of like a low like guttural song in a way that I don't normally sing. I'm trying to use my what's it called? It is, these things are looking different. I think this is called Path of the Hymn, is it? Okay. No, where'd it go? Sorry, the things are a little different now.
Yeah, it's just enough.
It's Path of the Warcry. So basically I'm starting like this old dwarven like Warcry like before battle or something, and I am gonna spend a bunch of willpower
Ooh.
to try to strike fear into the heart of him, which would inflict 1 point of damage to wits in a single opponent into a single opponent, so him, within short range for every willpower I spend, and I'll spend 7.
Oh wow.
And he can attempt to resist this with insight, and for each success he gets on his insight, he can reduce the damage by 1.
Okay. So let me roll his insight. He has 1 success.
Okay, so he takes 6 points of wits damage.
Yeah, let me find.
Gosh. Hopefully he's not so witty.
Even still, like that's more than like max for a person, I think, unless he is like a demon or something like that. I think statistically,
you sailed way the fuck past that.
yeah.
So I went ahead and just rolled on the horror critical injury table, and he got amnesia. You instilled so much fear into him.
Perfect.
He's standing there.
Ridiculous.
He clearly forgot to go to the bathroom earlier.
Oh, thank you for bringing that ruby to me, though.
You've been an excellent guide, Heaven's Wildfire.
That's why fire. Oh, okay. I must have hit my head. Why am I sweating so much? Dear Lord.
We just
I don't
climbed
know.
a really tall tower mountain
You
thing.
kind of took a bonk, you know.
I must have hit my. I don't even know how I got up.
Maybe you should go back down. Get the healers to take a look at
Maybe
you.
we
All
take him back down.
Yeah, yeah.
There was an accident while he was taking us up there.
Yeah, it sounds like a
doesn't-
good idea.
God. The only thing I remember is something about like a Titan's Gate.
Titan's Gate.
No
okay.
idea. But you said you wanted this, right?
Oh yeah, sorry, I dropped that.
Yeah.
It is
Oh.
kind of important
You
to
should
me.
be
So I mean,
careful.
He's all thumbs, you know.
He hands the ruby over.
okay, perfect.
I guess you said we're going down to see a healer.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
good.
Yeah, let's
Don't
close this
remember.
back up here real quick. You know,
Okay. You close it all up. Head back down. Send him over to the infirmary. Now-
Probably go with him
Yeah.
and set up, like Dan was saying, like set up the reasoning. Like I tried to take care of the lump when he banged his head a bit, so I got all that cleaned up, the physical, but something still looks like the bump kind of jogged his memory a bit.
Rain and Soil looks very concerned. What all are you doing with the hammer? This is a large, two-handed, heavy war hammer.
I'm a dwarf.
Just gonna carry it.
I think I'm just gonna do the kind of like just hanging it on my back underneath my pack type of
like
thing.
a Final Fantasy character.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh god, because I'm like 80 something years old, so it's probably weighing me
If
down a
you
bit.
want to search in the gear, Skarn's Bane is there. You can add that to your character sheet for now.
Yeah, I
Got
think
it.
we're only gonna have it for a short while here.
Yeah, that depends exactly on kind of standing they want to give me in this family.
Yeah, maybe we can be honorary dwarves.
I think before we hand it over to the family, though, we might want to use it on the Titan's Gate, since it can break through anything. I mean, why not?
Well,
Well,
do we use it on the Titan's Gate, or is that what he was gonna do?
I think, and he was gonna wipe everybody out. So I'm wondering if he was gonna use it, let something out like a big vacuum cleaner for people, and just screw us all up.
Yeah.
Or a Titan.
As a non-elf, makes me concerned.
Yeah. We should have just thrown him off the tower, you know?
Yeah.
That'd probably be a lot harder to explain.
You turn him over to Rain and Soil. She looks very concerned. She takes a good glance at you, Waits, with this heavy hammer. She seems very angry, but she takes Heaven's White Fire and heads inside to start patching him up.
Okay. I think we should get the hell out of this place as fast as possible.
Yeah, I think we go meet up with your kin, and maybe we
Get
Okay.
out of town.
technically got what we came here for. Turn the hammers over just a bonus.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay. Why don't we... This is a good place, because handing it over is going to be a good amount of conversation. Some things might happen, so let's put that on for next session.
Whatever do you mean?
Waits wants to
Well, they're gonna make me
negotiate.
a king or something. Is what's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
Oh, I see. We gotta have time for this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm patriarch of the Watcher clan. All of a sudden, I ain't got no kids, but I'm patriarch nonetheless.
Let's do this. I'm just going to put this here.
Alright. By the 5 minutes or so before he died.
Section 23. Talk to dwarves. There we go. That way I don't forget it, because I will. Okay. That's where we're going to wrap it.
Yeah, wow. Technically, we've got all the rubies now, right?
You have all of the rubies.
Scar and Spain, give me that. Give me the Infinity Gauntlet. I'm just gonna wipe everybody out.
There you go.
With
Wait a
song.
second.
There we go.
Were we the bad guys the whole time here?
With song. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Let's do some questions. First question. Did you participate? Here's an XP. Did you travel through at least one hex? No. Discover a new adventure site? No. Did you defeat one or more monsters?
Does Heaven's White Fire count as a monster?
I'd be willing to say yes, because it looked like it was about to devolve into combat, and Waits nipped that shit right in the bud.
Okay.
He was going to be history's greatest monster until we beat him.
Yeah. Did you find a treasure? You found the hammer, so yeah.
And a ruby.
And one of the rubies, absolutely. Did you build a function in your stronghold? No. Anyone activate their pride? No. Dark secrets, I never do my prep to bring those in. Did anyone risk their life for another PC? I don't think so.
Honestly, it was a pretty calm session.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you
Yeah.
perform an extraordinary action? I'm going to say, yeah, you can all take a point
Solve
for
the
this.
shit out of those puzzles.
Okay.
Solve the shit out of the puzzles. You got the last ruby? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Scared someone's soul clean out of their body.
Yeah. I made him poop out his brain. Like, it's gone. Memories are
Everyone,
gone.
go
My
ahead and
brain.
take a reputation point as well, because you hit a few of those. Legendary artifact or treasure was found or stolen. Deed permanently alters the situation in an adventure site. And a deed will have significant consequences for one of the major powers in the Forbidden Lands. So, yeah. Yes to all three of those, but you only get one reputation point. So, everyone, take a reputation point as well.
We checked those
Yeah.
boxes super hard.
Yeah. Okay. I was not expecting you all to solve that today, but you did, so that's fantastic. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I actually liked the arrangement of this puzzle.
Yeah.
Like I said, reading on Pelagia, like, I think so far it's my favorite adventure site. Just all those bits and solving the puzzle and
The
Yeah.
fact that dude lied to us and
well,
like, oh my God.
or even that he got us on like
Sabotages.
such a low level deception because we went there to get the mug with the name on it and he wrote it backwards.
Yeah, son of a
Like-
I know. Well, then it was like half of my notes were backwards because I totally
Yeah.
just believed him.
But
Yeah.
he was associated with Mergelin. He knew we were coming. He had something we wanted, so
Yeah.
he's probably already
Yeah, he had
Like,
the jump on us.
scheming.
Yeah.
yeah.
Very cool. All right. Jeff and Melissa, what do you two got going on this week?
Yeah, later this afternoon, 3 hours from now, so 6 p.m. Central, playing more Blades in the Dark. We're hitting our second score. We are vice dealing witches in a steampunk horror industrial town. So come check that out. On Monday, you can catch Dan, Melissa, and Chuck in Ultraviolet Grasslands, and then next week. Two things. So I got 2 Delta Green games next week. Our normal one on Friday, where we're doing Impossible Landscapes, and then temporarily, I think just for like the month of October, I'm running like a Delta Green adventure for some Garblag people over on Thursdays for like a couple weeks. So you can come check that out as well.
Very nice. Yeah, for Defenders, well, I guess first off, if you swing by Steam, Steel, and Murder tomorrow night, 9 p.m., you can catch Jeff, Jake, and myself playing some Shadowrun. Yeah, then Wednesday, 9 p.m., we're back for our weekly Pathfinder 2 campaign. All of us are here except for Melissa. Melissa didn't want to play with us, so it's
Oh.
heartbreaking.
Oh. Shade. I mean,
You should have heard what she said too. Like, we're playing Pathfinder, and it's just
Yeah.
like good riddance.
Yeah. Friday, we don't have anything going on this Friday. Dan, Jake, and I got a special expedition we have to undertake on Friday, so no stream. But we'll be back next Saturday on Goodman Games Official for some more Crypt of the Devil Lich. And then also announcements starting... Oh, God. I have to remember dates.
Next Friday.
Well, we're off Friday. The 8th, October 8th, we're changing our Friday schedule. We're going to be doing Joe's Basic Fantasy Role-Playing Game every Friday from 10 p.m. to midnight, that's Central Time. We're going to go for about a month, and then we're going to see what we're going to play after that. But our Fridays are now going to be weekly games, and yeah, we're going to rotate what we're doing, so it'll be good. That's all I fucking got. Yeah, so I guess until we see you next time, start fires, do drugs, and go get your fucking vaccine. Deuces.
Bye.
Oh, I didn't even set up anything.
Oh my god. I'm gonna have to keep waving.
You gotta
for
keep
so
waving.
long.
There it is. Okay, bye.